We're just leaving Angel Fire, New Mexico, part of the Enchanted Circle Drive in New Mexico, northern New Mexico. Yeah, you go from, well, it depends on where you start. Let's say we're starting here on the Enchanted Circle. We would go from here to Taos, then take 522 to Cuesta, turn right on Highway 38, go to Red River. From Red River, we follow, I think it's 64, not sure. Come on around to Eagle Nest. From Eagle Nest to Angel Fire, and you would have completed the circle. And I think it's about 120 miles for the whole thing. You can do it comfortably, allow 3 hours, and that way you've got stops at all the places. You know, your biggest time consumption is going to be spent getting through or around Taos because of the tourists. This is July the 6th, 2023, 10:30 a.m., 77 degrees. Elevation here 8,200 feet. Population of Angel Fire, I'm not sure, 300 people, I guess. Let's find out. See if I can right quick. Population of Angel Fire, New Mexico, 1,213. That's as of in 2021. A little dated, but not bad. Certainly not a big place. But in season, they've got two real touristy seasons right now. This time of the year, summers, because it's cool, and all those Texans come up here to get cool, and people from Oklahoma and other places. But then they got the winter, because you got ski slopes here, and yeah, good place to be if you're a skier. So we're going to head over toward Taos. I'm not sure if this video I will continue all the way into Taos because it's about 25 miles, which is not far. However, it's a windy road through the mountains, and there's some signs indicating they've got some construction going on that highway. So we'll see how this goes. I got me some good old green tea, and life ain't bad. Wheeler Peak is off to the right, the tallest mountain in New Mexico, 13,000 feet or so. You might be able to see it in the video. Well, you're not going to be able to see it. But be that as it may, it's here. Take my word for it. And when you get here, it'll still be here. Beautiful drive. Take your time, and plenty of stops. You know, if you want to buy trinkets, shirts, whatever, eat. Plenty of places to eat. You know, whatever you want, you can probably find on the Enchanted Circle Drive. The best thing you'll find is a beautiful drive. That guy pulled right up front of this one. What the hell did he do that for? I guess he wasn't paying attention. You know, that's something about, you get a lot of tourists in here, and you know, they're not watching. You know, they don't know where they are. They don't know the real rules, so to speak. And yeah, will they pull out in front of you? Shit, in a heartbeat. Will they walk out in front of you and without even seeing you? Okay, it says trucks turning around, trucks this, trucks that. Okay, we'll see. But I'm in no hurry, and I got plenty of time, hopefully. I mean, I'm 78 years old. I use that plenty of time term relative to me. On the road again, going places I've never been before. I've been on this road a few times. I don't know that I've ever done, in fact, I know I haven't done the full Enchanted Circle in videos, which I'm doing now. This completes it, and we're going to have to stop for destruction. Well, You know, I can pause the video, but unfortunately it won't stay paused that long. Yeah, I never figured out how to really pause this thing for any length of time, because if I pause it after, I don't know, a minute or so, it just kills the video. There's the Angel Fire Dentistry, but yeah, we're going to be stuck here. Well, what I think I might do, I'll play a game of what? Uh, Pause and play. Let's play the old pause and play game, because there's no cars moving up there. So let's pause.
The first thing that you should do is to not look for it in the stock camera app of Apple of iOS.
Yeah.
It is simply
Well,
not there.
I'm trying to
Maybe we
find a
can
way
explain.
to keep this thing paused for a longer period of time. But what I'm going to do is we're going to play the play pause, play pause, play pause. So I'm going to pause it again. Well, I'm looking for it on my phone. I've got two phones, two Android phones, two Pixel 6s. How to pause video on Android Pixel 6?
Here's Android Pixel 6 videos.
But I want to find out about pausing a video. Pausing a video on a Pixel 6.
Here's Pixel 6 videos.
Okay. Well, I don't want to just see Pixel 6. Anyway, let me pause it again because it looks like the traffic's coming by. Maybe we'll go in a minute. We're held up at construction, and I'm playing the play pause. Well, there's cars coming by, but we're still going to play the play pause because it looks like but it looks like once they let you go all the way, because this line of cars has been coming by for quite a few minutes or a minute or two. Hang on, we're doing the play pause thing. I'm not sure how long I can pause it, but I've tried it before, and what happens is after I don't know, a minute or so, it just cuts the video off and I have to start all over again. It just ends it. So I'm trying to keep it going here, one piece at a time. But yeah, the cars coming from the other direction are streaming by in a parade here, and I still don't see the end. So play pause, play pause. Well, I see our line of traffic starting to move way down there. I mean, this is a long line of cars, and I am not in the front. But see, this is part of life. This is part of the life experience that we have to tolerate so that our roads are maintained properly. Here we go, guys. We're going to speed on here about, we're up to 3 miles an hour. I'm telling you, hang on to your hats. Cat in the hat. Calculate us, eliminate us. Well, you know, one thing good, though, going this slow, you'll be able to really see what's going on. It says, caution, winding road, sharp curves next 2 miles. And that is correct. And then there's some guy here trying to pass everybody. You know what I mean? You know, there's always one. You know what I mean? There's always one. Can you believe it? No. One lane road, 1,000 feet. Well, I hadn't even got to the one lane road yet. Well, we are in the Carson National Forest. I'll remind you if you don't remember, we are also on the Enchanted Circle, which is being repaired here. We just left Angel Fire and we're on our way to Taos, New Mexico, and it's 77 degrees at 10:38 in the morning, and on and on we go. We got a red light there, but nobody is slowing down, so I guess that's one of those imaginary red lights. shows fire danger high. You know, that's something that occurred to me about national forests. They are pretty. A lot of cities are built in them and around them. And whenever there's a forest fire, it's a mess. I'm telling you. You know, so you could build your dream log cabin out in the forest, and one fire and you're done. And the thing of it is too, the forest fires are one thing, but then the smoke from the forest fire, causes people to be miserable for hundreds of miles around. What's that got to do with driving the Enchanted Circle? Well, nothing really. I'm just trying to put in some filler here. Doo-dah, doo-dah, Camptown lady can't sing that song. You ever see the bike racks on top of cars where the bikes are standing straight up? You know, I wonder about that. I mean, it looks cute, but I don't know, man. Is that the only way maybe that's the only way they could carry them? I don't know. Maybe that car designed for carrying them on the roof. Up on the roof. I haven't seen any construction yet. I've seen construction pickup. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got a guy here with it. Look at that thing. Yo. I'm going to push him off the road. Yeah, don't mess with me, big boy. I'll just push you off in the ditch. Well, I see what's happened. The road has caved in there on that side for a long stretch. So they're having to. Oh man, that's going to be a long, long repair there. Yeah, the whole road caved in. I'm glad I wasn't on it. That's what I mentioned in a video the other day that hadn't shown up, but it will one of these days. If you're out at these places where there's canyons and stuff, and you want to see how pretty the canyon is, so you walk over to the edge of the cliff or whatever, don't do it. Don't do it. Stand about 6 feet back from the edge at least. Why? Because if there's a weakness in that rock and you have just the right amount of weight to make it move, does that happen often? I don't know if it's ever happened. I just don't want it to happen to me. Because when I was doing seismograph many years ago, we looking for oil and all that crap. I'm not going into the details, but it's called seismograph. I was what do they call them, a geode or something specialist. Anyway, but yeah, I can remember, we would there'd be a hole drilled by the drillers ahead of us, and then we'd put like 15 pounds of dynamite in that hole and explode it, and then the recording truck would record those waves or ripples through the earth, and they could tell using that method whether there was oil or what there. Anyway, but if you got within, we were 100 yards almost from a river bank, a big curve in a river, and there was a hole drilled. Yeah, it was about 100 yards from the edge of that cliff. But when we blew that hole with that 15 pounds of dynamite, it caved in. Hell, it nearly plugged up the river. I'm not kidding you, man. That whole damn edge just broke off from that hole all the way to the river. I thought, are you kidding me? Isn't this pretty? See, not many people get to see road construction live. All right. So in addition to doing the Enchanted Circle, I have planned ahead and waited for them to start this construction so that you would be able to see this masked guy here with sunshades on. And these guys are putting rocks in a wire basket. That's to keep the rocks from the cliff from getting out in the road, which I think is an excellent idea. But now I see why there was such a long string of traffic. How long has this gone on? we'll let it go for a while. Hell, if you're not enjoying this, then you have a choice. You know what I mean? But isn't this cute though? God, look at the road caved in over here on the left. What the hell happened here, guys? Did they have a flash flood or something? Looks like they did. There's all kind of washouts here. Jeez. Well, I didn't know that. So if you're going to be going from Taos to Angel Fire, well, by the time you watch this video, they'll probably be finished because I just put them in line. You know, I let them go. And but yeah, uh, you know, you can see that there's a little delay, and it's 25 miles, and it's 9 miles an hour, 3 hours. Yo. But I'm hoping that we get lucky, and once we get through this 2 or 3 miles of the windy part here, that maybe with a little luck, we get to going a little faster. Because see, we're up to 15 now. If we could average 15, we're down to about an hour and a half. But if you had a motorhome, it's a tight squeeze. Yeah, it'd be a white knuckle drive for you. Man, they have got a mess. This is one of them what they call disasters. I mean, how would you like to work on a construction crew that's working on this road, putting those rocks in those wire baskets there, and they put them in one at a time? Yeah. And then they tighten that wire somehow. Now we got rolling, now we're stopping. And that's the way traffic does. Even if you were in a city, when there's a traffic jam, you know, it's like somebody's asleep at the wheel somewhere, you know what I mean? And it causes it to jerk. You know, you go slow, fast, slow, fast. Man, I'm telling you, they have got a mess here. Well, I'm glad I got plenty of range on my EV. And I don't have to pee. Oh, jeez. Boy, they got the equipment out here. I'm telling you, look what he's doing to that mountain. They're digging out all that damn rock. And then you know what they got to do, don't you? They got to haul all that rock off. Yeah, if you think that's easy, what that guy's doing in that piece of equipment, you try it. All day long, back and forth, boom, 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 boom. He probably sits at home in a swivel chair. He can't stop. He goes home and sits in a swivel kid, and his kid's swiveling back and forth. Just a swiveling. Well, you know, you get giddy when you're out here in the traffic, guys. In the elevations. I wonder if I've still got a signal on my phone. Do I? Yeah, hell yeah, 3 bars. I'm telling you, this OnStar uses AT&T towers. That's what they told me. But it must be a different AT&T, because this OnStar, I haven't lost a signal in these mountains yet. And as long as I've got a signal on that thing, my phones are hooked, you know, set up for Wi-Fi calling, both of them. I'm good, you know. We're still smoking along here at 20 miles an hour, so that's about as good as you can hope for, I guess. Would I have come this way today if I'd known this been here? Probably. It don't make no difference to me. I mean, it's not like I have an appointment somewhere. Well, I do. I got an appointment with life. Get busy living. You know, and it's true. I'm at this RV park in Cuesta. Nice place, beautiful little RV park. You know, $450 a month, $200 a week, whatever. You know, it's a good deal, good location. But I walk around there, and of course, a lot of the people that are there that are retired and whatever. But I kind of watch what they're doing, like during the day and so forth. And they're not doing much. You know what I mean? And I catch myself. See, I got a place in Capitan, New Mexico, a home base, and then I also have a home base in Texas at Fort Clark Springs. Look at this line of cars. They've been waiting patiently for 2 days. Yeah, yo, you want to see ever make a car ever made? But anyway, my point is that I caught myself when I was in Capitan. I was looking at trees and faces and clouds and stuff, and I thought, well, hold it, boy, hold everything. Is this what you want to do for the rest of your life? Is sit here and look at clouds? Yo, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I do it now even when I'm on the road, but or trees or whatever. But at least I'm doing something. I mean, I'm out here doing something, keeping my mind alive and seeing things. And is that good or bad? It don't matter. It's the way I am. Doesn't matter a hill of beans to you. It's the way I'm doing it. You see? I mean, I just feel better doing this. I don't, I feel better in the sense that I feel better. But as far as elevation, I'd rather be down about 7,000 feet. Yeah, I can do that. In fact, the place I'm going to next is 7,100 feet. Why? I'm just playing with life. I'm trying to enjoy what's left. Well, we're moving now, baby. We'll be in Taos in no time. We're smoking. Rolling with Molin. Yeah, we're 39 miles an hour, man. Get out of here. How long has this been going on? 7 days and 7 nights. Not bad. 45 is the speed limit. We're going 43. We're doing good. But yeah, I was watching one guy, old man, yesterday and this morning. But yesterday he was just sitting in a chair, but he's facing his RV, and he got a rocking chair. He's just rocking, but he's looking at he's just staring straight ahead at his RV. And I thought, well, different strokes for different folks, And but yeah, 12 hours of staring at the side of your RV ought to be enough. But again, I'm not seeing what he's seeing. Maybe he's thinking about a book he's writing, or he might be planning some artistic endeavor, and I don't know that. See, but we got 230 miles of range now, so we're comfortable with that. Temperature's gone up to 76. It's 10:51 a.m. Mountain Time, and I mean mountains, babe. We are in those mothers. All right, dude, we're cooking now. The only downside of this, see, we're coming in with this long string of traffic, and when we get into Taos, the red light, it's only going to let through about 4 at a time. I mean, you can wait here or you can wait there. It's up to you. But I know a little shortcut. Old Rusty knows a little shortcut. And so he's going to get on that thing. Just a swinging. Well, you guys are really getting to see the Enchanted Circle drive from Angel Fire to Taos, that's for sure, in slow-mo. I have that feature on my phone. I've never used it. I got a lot of things on that phone I never use. I didn't even know that this OnStar, and I've had this car for nearly a year. Well, next month it'll be a year, and I didn't even try the OnStar. My son mentioned it. He said, "Well, hell, you already use that OnStar." And so I checked on it, and sure enough, they've got a data plan, $25.50 a month. It says unlimited data. And yeah, as far as it's slow. The upload speeds are really slow. Downloads okay. As far as streaming video, you probably could, but it's not going to be that great. So I mean, but the reason I wanted it was for the Wi-Fi calling. You know, I mean, hell, I could be anywhere now. I still got 1 bar of service out here in the boonies. I bet nobody around here has a signal. We are smoking, baby. We are smoking down this mountain. Yeah, I'm going to check on Starlink because, well, I'm going to check on it in the sense that, back up, start over again, Rusty. Cut. Okay. I'm going to check on using Starlink. Why? Well, if my semi-new plan, Fickle Man plan, works out, I may just do traveling. You know what I mean? But I'm going to try to get it out, Rusty. I'm going to try to avoid RV parks. I've found, even though the one I'm at right now is a nice RV park and all that, I'm not really happy there. Why? Well, you can't really sit out. Well, this one doesn't have any shade, so that's out. And you think, well, you put out the awning. Well, the problem with the awning is the sun is shining from the front of the RV to the back. The sun comes up the back of the RV, sun sets against the front. So if you had the awning out, you're in the sun all the time anyway, you know? So never mind. You'd have to be there to understand what I'm talking about, maybe. So, but will that change if I go to state campgrounds and so forth? Well, maybe. One thing good about state campgrounds is usually, not all the time, because they don't have any trees at Oliver Lee State Park, but usually there's some trees, not many, but maybe a few, and you can move your RV so that the setting sun you'll be shaded with your awning in the afternoons. And if I can get that, I'm good. You know, there's an old boy from Colorado. See, he couldn't hang with these mountains. He's from Colorado. See, that's how tough it is going through here. Even people from Colorado can't get through here. But old Rusty can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. See that old log cabin off to the right there? That's where I was born. Yep, that's it. That's the old home place. Ain't much of it. Grandma still lives there. She's 142. We've got a long lifeline in our family. Yeah, there's our kid. There's our cousins live in this place right here. Yep, my aunt. Right there. Yep, she's still there. She ain't leaving the old home place. Don't blame her. She got her rocking chair in there. I go to visit her every now and then when I'm up here. Sit and drink beer with her. She still drinks beer. She's cut back though. She drinks 3 quarts a day. That's it. And smokes a blunt. You know, we're cooking along here pretty good, but I mean, I wouldn't be going any faster if there was no traffic. Okay, what can I say? This video's drug on here. Well, you're seeing the Enchanted. You want to see the Enchanted Circle? Then, by golly, you hang in there. I'm doing it. I'm doing this video for you. So you watch this thing. If I'm going to endanger my life in a construction zone, yeah, we'll probably get 10. It's a funny thing about doing these videos, driving, whatever you want. You know, I don't really take pains. I actually am pretty damn lazy, but, you know, you would think that some of these would get a few views. They don't, actually. You know, whenever I think I've done a video that's going to get a lot of views, it doesn't do poo-poo. But then I go do one, a damn tiny home at Home Depot, pure accident. I was waiting on a vision appointment in Marble Falls, Texas, and I pulled into the parking lot, killed some time. I went into Home Depot and looked, and when I came out, they had that home there, that old building. And I thought, well, hell, I'll do a quick video of that. I got time. Thing got 10 million views. It's my most popular video I've ever done, by double. Yeah. I mean, when that thing took off, I thought, are you kidding me? I mean, yo, I can hear the cash register ringing in my sleep. Those people don't know what they're getting into there on that motorcycle. Yep. That last 3 miles back here, ladies and gentlemen, y'all gonna be a while. There's a campground up here on the left I've camped at many times. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I'll tell you when I get there. In fact, I may pull in there and end the video. Why? Well, this thing's been going about 2 days. The phone will heat up when you're doing videos if you're doing for a long time. And finally, it'll give you a message that we can shut it down, and just shortly thereafter, it shuts it down. It's amazing. That thing has sensors just like the human body. Okay, here we go. We got to be getting pretty. Yeah, we're getting close. Like that old dog. Y'all probably hear the ice rattling in my metal container. I got one of those stainless steel insulated mugs. Just a swinging.